Good morning and welcome to In the Loop Weekend Ag Talk, brought to you by Often Insurance Agency, the home of Policy Plus. Be sure to click the subscribe button at the bottom of the YouTube video. Also, follow us on Facebook and tell your friends about us. Let's jump over to the markets and see how things finished out on Friday. The March corn contract ended the last trade day of the week with a fractional gain, while the other nearby contracts went home 2.25 to 3.5 cents in the red. March corn closed at 6.83, while December corn was down at 5.87. SRW futures closed the last trade day of the week with 1.75 to 2.75 cent losses. March wheat ended the week at 7.50. July wheat ended the week at 7.79. The front month cotton futures market went into the weekend with 34 to 61 point losses on Friday. For March, that meant a 19-point gain Friday to Friday. December cotton futures were 91 points higher from Friday to Friday, ending at a 131-point discount to the spot market. March cotton finished the week at 86.89. December cotton finished the week at 85.58. At the close, beans were 14 cents weaker in the March contract and a dime in the red in the May. The other nearby beans closed fractionally to 8.5 cents lower. March is still at a nickel premium to May and is a 13.5 cent premium to July. New crop beans lessened their discount but are still 158 below the spot market. March beans finished the week at 1509. November soybeans finished the week at 1351. When you insure with Often Insurance Agency, you get Policy Plus. If you aren't a current customer of Often Insurance, give us a call and let one of our agents tell you about Policy Plus. When we jump into local and state news, we look into North Carolina ag highlights. Congratulations to Mr. Gerald Balance from Fremont. He was the door prize winner at the North Carolina Sweet Potato meeting held in Goldsboro a couple weeks ago. Agritourism Social Media Series. The NCDA and CES social media platforms are important tools to communicate about agriculture and agribusiness, plus their department programs and services. This year, they're introducing followers to 52 farms and agribusinesses offering agritourism experiences. Join them on Facebook at Escape with NC Ag. The newest year long series on farms and agribusinesses focuses on agritourism. Each week, they'll highlight a farm or agribusiness and what they have to offer guests. Today, we hosted about 25 growers in the Duplin and Sampson County and surrounding county area for an NCDA marketing meeting recap that was led by Mr. Nick Laster from NCDA. He is a marketing specialist. We talked about different ways that growers can cover their risk with futures and options. When we look in U.S. ag highlights, Goldman Sachs continues to call for sharply higher commodity prices in 2023. When Goldman talks, people listen. Still, these predictions typically aren't any better or worse than predictions from elsewhere. Goldman forecasts returns of 9.9%, 17.3%, and 31.2% in the S&P GSCI Commodity Index over a 3, 6, and 12-month period. The bank said in a research note, oil markets are not pricing the expected uplift in demand combined with the downturn in Russian production. China's reopening is a game changer. The note went on to say commodities like crude oil, refined petroleum products, and liquefied natural gas and soybeans are particularly set to benefit from China's demand tailwind. U.S. corn shipments were soft again last week, with a total of 727,643 metric tons of corn inspected for export the week ending January 19th. This print was minus 7% versus the prior week and minus 39% versus the same week last year. According to Pam Caraway in Cotton Grower magazine, there's more to sorry dirt than meets the eye. What you don't know can hurt you. What you can't see can hurt you. Over the years, many cotton farmers learned the hard way when nematodes stole yield, quality, and crop resilience from their crop. Many of these farmers now know about nematodes. They not only stopped the pain of lost yield and quality, they also added the joy of crop resilience and increased profit opportunity. Increased yield is probable when farmers do three things: sample for nematodes to discover what type are present and the population size. No sense in using a root knot nematode resistant variety if you're fighting sting nematodes. Number two, choose a product and rate that makes the type of nematodes and size of your population. You can't be Goldilocks when it comes to fighting nematodes. You must be just right. Number three, applications must be timely. You can't fix missed opportunities. Rotation to non-host crops during spring and summer months is a very effective tool at lowering populations of nematodes. Consider planting nematode-resistant cotton varieties and know what you're fighting before you go to war. In World Ag Highlights, Brazilian crop estimates are falling slightly. The well followed private group AgRule estimated the country's soybean crop at 152.9 million metric tons versus 153.6 previously. The previous record of 139.5 million metric tons was harvested in 2021. The group pegged the Brazilian corn crop in total at 123.9 million metric tons versus 124.3 million metric tons previously. The prior record of 116 million metric tons was harvested last year. Despite some small downward revisions, the group expects the soybean crop to exceed the previous record by 9.6%, and the corn crop would exceed the previous record by 6.8%. Well, that's about a wrap, folks. That brings us to the end of our program for the week. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope you have a great weekend. In the Loop Weekend Ag Talk is brought to you by Alphen Insurance Agency, the home for Policy Plus. Have a great weekend, and a special thank you to all the farmers out there who help feed and clothe the world. Remember, make mental health a priority. Make time for yourself. Make time for those around you. And as always, give us a call. We'll come to you so you can focus on family and farming. We'll see you next time.